Somebody come get 'em. They're too old for TikTok.
Hello and welcome to Two Olds for TikTok. It's episode 178. We are at the end of August. It's crazy. Labor Day's coming up. How are you feeling, Catalina?
I am very hot.
Oh, okay.
It's 95 degrees here.
Oh my God, we're getting a hot one tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty hot in New York too. Not 95 though. That sucks.
Yeah, that's okay though. And then we'll have fall soon, fall weather. I'm doing fine.
Your eyebrows look great.
Thank you. I think that the woman didn't do what she normally does, which is like whenever I go and get my eyebrows tinted at this place, I always look really frightening afterwards. And yesterday, I think that she used a slightly lighter dye than she normally does. So I think I look more normal.
No, today you do, but the pictures you posted on Instagram of yourself right after, it's really a jump scare. Like, you need like a trigger warning. It's terrifying to see those eyebrows after it's done.
Sure. But in the past, it's been even scarier.
True.
We'll see how long these last.
Okay. We have a correction to issue from our last
It's not
episode.
a correction. It's just I said I was going to do the research, and I did.
And you did. Oh, okay. Yes. Go on.
So last episode, when we were talking about indie sleaze, which continues to be all over my For You page.
Not all over mine. Very different, but yes, sorry.
I was saying that there used to be a party in New York City that was like the peak of this aesthetic. And I was calling it the Misfits, and I knew that was wrong. And I did some research, and I was so close. It was called Misshapes.
And I was the one who said, aren't the Misfits a band? And they are, which I knew you were wrong because it was the band.
I knew that
the party.
Misfits was a band, is a band as well.
Yeah.
But I just thought maybe it was also the name of that. I guess Misshapes is or was a DJ duo as well. All the famous people went to DJ duo. But all these famous people would go to the Misshapes party. Like Madonna was at the Misshapes party. But I remember people from NYU going to the Misshapes party and posting pictures.
Well, it wasn't us, so that's sad. We missed out.
True.
Okay, I have a question for you. I went to the US Open this week. It was so fun. Coco Gauff's TikTok is really great. So if anyone's looking to follow along with a fabulous tennis player, follow Coco Gauff on TikTok. The people that I was with at the US Open, my friend Amanda and Sam, they were talking to me about Chicken Shop Date.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know what they were talking about. And they're like, how you know TikTok, you're online. Did not know. So I wanted to ask you, have you seen them on TikTok a lot?
Of
Do you
course.
get their content a lot?
So it's not it's a girl. It's a woman named Amelia. Yeah, I've gotten Chicken Shop Date content for years.
And she interviews celebrities at her chicken shop. Is that the concept?
Yes, at her chicken shop.
At a chicken shop?
I mean, I think it's a set, but the idea is that they're at a chicken shop eating chicken and they're talking. And I think she used to date when this was all beginning. She was sort of tapped into the British rapper community. So she got started interviewing a lot of rappers. And now she interviews all sorts of celebrities. I would say it's like the British version of Hot Ones.
I was just thinking it sounds like Hot Ones.
In fact, I was just watching a clip of her interviewing Sabrina Carpenter, and Sabrina Carpenter was joking about the sauces, and she was like, oh, you think this is Hot Ones? So they're also aware of the fact that the bit or the gimmick is similar to Hot Ones.
That's why it came up, because we were talking about Sabrina Carpenter. I haven't listened to her new album. I'm going to. And it's like the songs haven't really hit my For You page either.
They've hit
like
mine and her music video as well with Jenna Ortega, which is it's all different sort of like horror film and cult film iconography, but primarily Death Becomes Her, which I saw for the first time. I had never seen it, and I watched it on the plane going to Spain this summer.
I haven't seen it either.
You should. It's good.
Okay.
You know what I have started to engage in that I will now recommend is the Addison Rae song, Diet Pepsi.
Also, don't know it. I will.
So good.
I'll listen.
It's so good, Dina.
Is it about Diet Pepsi?
Sort of. And there's a key change. It's just really good. It's really, really good.
Go Addison Rae. Okay.
I know. I support.
What's been on your For You page?
What has been on my For You page? Well, Dina, one thing is somehow I'm finally seeing Columbus, Ohio content.
Which is funny because I receive Columbus, Ohio content, I feel like, more than you do.
I mean, I saw, like, when the OSU commencement speaker was wild last month, but I've started receiving content that's like best restaurants and bars in Columbus, Ohio, that type of stuff. I think there's just not that many creators doing that type of work here.
In Ohio, yeah.
Well, in Columbus, but I've been starting to get pushed that. I've also, because OSU went back to school last week, was getting content from students talking about like OSU has too many students because there were just like crazy lines to get into some sort of dining hall. But my favorite was I saw a video, and I'm not going to talk about the user because I don't want them to find us. But they made a really funny TikTok of a professor that I guess is just like a notorious... It's one of these guys who teaches like a giant lecture that everyone takes in accounting or something. He probably teaches like a lecture hall of 300 students. And I think he's known for cold calling on students.
Ugh, the worst.
And I was reading the comments and everyone was like, never wear tie-dye, never wear anything that makes you stand out, and just like giving people advice. And I was like, oh my God, imagine if they made something like this about me.
About you.
But they wouldn't.
Oh my God.
I mean, they might, but they probably wouldn't, because I would never have that type of cult of personality because I don't teach lecture halls of 300 students.
It's like the opposite of Let's Make a Deal, you know, and Let's Make a Deal, it's the game show where everyone wears outlandish costumes because they want to be called on. This is the exact opposite.
And people were like, never wear a hat. Never wear anything that stands out. Just wear
No
gray.
branding.
They were like, wear gray,
Plain.
black.
So funny.
And then I looked him up, and he's a senior lecturer, and our salaries are public. So I looked up his salary, and damn, he makes a lot of money for a senior lecturer.
Wow.
He makes $190,000.
That would make a good video if you can't really do it because your job would be on the line, but just going down a list of professors people know and their salaries. I feel like, why hasn't anyone done that?
I mean,
Maybe
it's
someone
not
has.
that. It's basically, are you in a field that has money? You make a bigger salary. Also, the highest paid individuals at the university are the football coaches and the other sport coaches.
Of course.
It's never
the
the professors.
Right. What else is on your For You page?
I was recently served a video by a content creator who I think runs a Balinese dance school for children. And I was going deep into their videos of all these little cuties doing their Balinese traditional dancing. And one of the primary features of this dancing is to make like very sharp and pronounced faces.
Yeah, very expressive faces.
It's so cute.
The one you sent me, yeah, the young girl's so cute, and the comments were all like, "This is my face during an exam." I feel like no one wrote like, "This is my face like taking a shit," but that's kind of like what it reminds me of. Yeah, but it's great. I mean, it's really good dancing and great emoting.
Agree. What about you, Dina? What's on your FYP?
Well, I cannot escape wedding content anymore, and I know you were pretty good about like not getting wedding content on TikTok because would you say you used Facebook for that spam stuff?
I would use Facebook, and I would use Instagram Reels. And now my entire Instagram Reel page is Christian propaganda.
Good. Okay, but I'm getting all these videos of like how to save money on your wedding or how to not be traditional on your wedding. So all these lists, and the traditional ones are always so funny because it's like, don't grab the garter with your teeth.
Ew.
But it's like, I haven't been to a wedding where anyone does a garter toss or like, you know, the garter thing in ever, I don't think. So like, I don't know where people are going to weddings, but it's like, okay, duh, like I wasn't going to do that anyway. So really not helpful wedding content, but I can't not engage. That's why I keep getting it. Oh, also they keep telling me to like buy flowers from like
Whole Foods.
Temu or something. Not Temu, like some, I don't know. It's like save money on flowers, get them wholesale, or like DIY them. It's like,
Have you gotten
That's not my skill.
any advice that you would take?
Actually, yes. I think I spoke about this a while ago. There was a creator who said she had their MC or DJ announce at the beginning that there was an Irish exit policy, that everyone who left didn't have to say goodbye to the bride and groom, because that last hour, like, they wanted to enjoy the dancing and they wanted to enjoy, like, the people that were there. But they've been to a lot of weddings where they saw people kept coming up and being like, oh, like, bye, especially if it's a bigger wedding. They weren't able to enjoy the last hour. I kind of, like, I agree with that. I don't want people coming up to me on the dance floor and be like, oh, bye, you know, this is great, or
I don't
fuck
know.
off.
I feel like the elders feel a certain way about manners, and a lot of your wedding, unfortunately, is about
for the elders.
And about the family and about, like, going up and greeting people and all of these manners activities. And I think the misconception is that you're going to just be, like, partying your whole wedding.
I don't think so, but I think the last hour specifically.
Well, what
is,
you
like,
need to
when
do
the party turns up
is you need to have all of the elders leave on the first
right.
shuttle, and then everyone gets drunk, and then a hurricane happens.
Right, that's so I just need to have your wedding. Yes.
And then you won't have to worry about anyone saying bye to you. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have not really left a wedding earlier than it ended in recent memory. I think it's common to just leave.
Right, and the creator's point was also, especially if there's a brunch the next day, it's like you're going to see them the next day, so that's when you could say the real goodbye. But I guess if you're not going to the brunch, like, you know,
I think that when people try to dictate a little bit too much of others' behavior at their wedding, it's often, even if it comes from a kind place, it's someone's going to take offense.
True. It's, maybe not worth it. But anyway, I thought that was a really interesting new concept about a wedding, as opposed to, like, buy flowers on Costco or have, instead of a guest sign-in book, have, like, a Polaroid camera.
And if you have a Polaroid camera, please go to my Etsy seller page and buy one of the templates that I sell.
Yeah, how much money have you made off of that?
Over $100, and only
That's
4
amazing.
were my friends.
Perfect. Okay, the other thing on my For You page, which I loved, was an account called Couponing for Beginners. And this is like the TLC show Extreme Couponing, which I miss, apparently. I watched this whole video. It's great. She goes to CVS and doesn't spend any money.
I invited my daughter couponing and she said yes, so I'm super excited, but she said she would come with me under one condition. What condition is that?
I have no money.
So let's see what magic we can make happen. CVS with $0. You ready? Let's go. You have your CVS app? Okay, perfect. So our goal for today is to spend $25 worth of beauty and personal care products because they have an automatic $10 off coupon. Every CVS account will have this coupon that says when you spend $25, you'll get $10 off. So we want to make sure that that coupon is clipped.
Now, I will say she does do 4 transactions, and it looks like it took her hours. And like, who knows if she actually needed all this stuff?
Right.
But it's extremely entertaining content for me.
I think that's the main thing to keep in mind is, are you buying, although I guess if it was $0, but it's still
$0
overconsumption. I think
if you don't need it,
people sleep on the CVS coupons.
I think that's the takeaway. I need to look at a
Well, you have Duane.
I'm a Duane girly.
See, I'm a CVS girly because that's my option here.
Right.
And I have the app, and the app is nice because then they don't print those interminable receipts, those scarf receipts, and I get really good deals. So face wash.
Duane has an app. Maybe I'm sleeping on, because it's really Walgreens, you know.
Walgreens,
they've merged.
Walgreens has that Walgreens cash.
Yeah, it's Duane and Walgreens.
Yeah, I was recently speaking to someone about CVS, and they were saying they thought CVS was expensive, and I was like, no, if you get on that coupon grind, you can get some pretty good deals.
Well, follow this creator, Couponing for Beginners. And last but not least, the most exciting thing to pop up on my For You page in a while, because I love when he comes on my For You page, it's Rohit, who is the no fizzy drinks man, and he's celebrating 4 years of no fizzy drinks.
Hello everyone, no fizzy drink for me today. Finally, I have completed today 4 years of my no fizzy drinks journey. Wait, Ira, wait. First of all, a big thank you to you guys and big thank you to my family as well. Finally, the day has arrived and I'll cut the cake with Ira. Ira, sit, we'll cut the cake. Yay! I'll have a bit of cake as well and I'll have a bit of water as well. So thank you to you guys once again for this big moment. I'm really happy. Thank you to you guys. And no fizzy drink for me today. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me, but also he was with TikTok from the very beginning. Like in COVID lockdown, like this was 4 years ago. This is when TikTok, the boom happened, and he was like at the forefront of it, and he's just such a positive light on the app. I really enjoy him. And basically, for anyone who doesn't know, is his shtick is just he stopped
Drinking
drinking
soda?
fizzy drinks, and he lost a lot of weight.
And was it, I mean, how much soda was this man drinking? A lot, I guess.
a lot,
I guess
yeah.
if you already are drinking, if you're drinking a lot of soda, you're adding a lot of sugar to your diet. And so if you just take that out of your diet.
Gonna be healthier.
Yeah. I, as someone who doesn't drink soda, am like, what do I remove? Alcohol.
Or
Cookies.
I was gonna say cookies too, but like I don't personally eat a lot of cookies.
I ate some cookies last night.
What kind?
The Trader Joe's chocolate covered dippers.
Those are really
Those
good.
are,
I like those a
in
lot.
my opinion, Trader Joe's
Yeah.
best cookie. And my friend Allison said that she thought they were bad or not that great. And I firmly disagree with her. I do, however, agree with her. They have these like the small chocolate chip cookies at Trader Joe's. Those ones are bad. Not good.
I used to love the Trader Joe meringue cookies. Now I'm craving
That's
those.
nasty.
Why?
That's like
They're
a very
great.
Dina coated dessert meringue.
I just love sugar.
I
gotta
don't
put
want
some
like a
sugar.
hard sugar. No, thank you.
Yum.
No.
Okay, moving on, we have a fabulous audio trend going around that is, again, not on my For You page, but all over Catalina's For You page.
And I can name 10 things us girls need before we ever need a man. 1 new date, 2 lines of coke, 3 drinks from the bar, 4 more lines of coke, 5 fast fries, 6 sticks of my blind, 7 more lines of coke, 8.
Okay, so the way that I learned about this album was my friend texted me it. I didn't even see it on TikTok. I got a text message from my friend. Now I need to see what she said to me. Maybe she DM'd it on Instagram. Anyway, she sent it to me, and I was just like, is this AI music? Which I'm pretty sure it is, right?
Is it, when you say album, there's more than one song?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But there's one specific song. This song is going viral.
Yeah.
And you think it's AI made.
Okay.
We're not sure, are we?
I'm looking it up now. So there's an album. Guess what the album is called?
AI music.
Demure.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
it's by, the group is called Girly Girl Productions. The song that is going viral is called 10 Drunk Cigarettes. Girly Girl Productions describes themselves as a collaborative effort to represent and produce new and upcoming composers, singers, songwriters. It's gotta be, these are also all dudes. Scott Hart, Hans Boss, and Raphael Almarasto.
They all sound like composers, like Hans Zimmer.
And who's this other one? Scott? Okay, Scott. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
I need some
so
more
you
time
think
on this.
it's AI.
So
we need to
it's a bunch of
investigate
dudes
further.
making AI music. But the lyrics of this song are entirely unhinged.
They really are.
And it, of course, I start getting, because my algorithm thinks I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community, which I am as an ally. And so I'm immediately being served these songs. And so we have users including Grace Unhinged, who says, me building my FYP brick by brick to get to a place where this sound is everywhere. My roommates informed me that they have never seen or heard this song. Apparently, it's not trending for everyone. What does this say about my mental health? And this reminds me of that other song that was like the very first woman 8, girl 8, woman 8. What was that song called again? It was crazy how the very first thing. Oh, it goes crazy how the very first sin was a woman who ate. She, you know that we talked about this on the podcast, and it's called Woman Ate.
It's ringing a bell. Okay.
This was the same thing where I like thought that song was going super viral, and there were only like 6,000 videos, or maybe some more. Then
wait, do you remember a song that goes like this? Wow, you can really dance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can really dance.
All the like.
Da-da-da-da.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the like lamest creators were doing like
We're
couples
using
content to it.
Yeah. So, but every time, I don't know, Ben, we've been talking about dancing because of the wedding, and that song comes in my head every time, and I start singing, and he has no idea what I'm talking about or singing, and it's just constantly stuck in my head.
Are you going to take dance lessons?
No, we're not.
Yeah.
So
That was a source of stress for me, and ultimately, I'm glad we didn't.
I have a very limited time and resources, and that's just not a priority for us.
I recommend improvising a dance like we did.
Me and Ben are literally just gonna put our 2 fingers up and wiggle them around, and that's our dance.
You should do the Macarena.
No.
Okay, back to the topic at hand. Creator at Mason also said, it's not even going, they said, fully thought this sound went mega viral, but turns out I'm just gay being targeted by the algorithm.
And then there's another video by Red Fox ATL, and it's what's in my bag, and he's just dancing with his bag to the song.
I need to now know more about these 4 dudes who are apparently starting. It's kind of genius to start a group called Girly something product. What was it called again?
Girly Pop?
Girly Girl Productions. My
Girly
mom
Girl,
my
oh.
mom calls me Girly Girl.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Ashley, friend of the pod, knows that. Girly Girl
Girl.
Productions, my mom would not approve of this song. Well,
No, she wouldn't.
now this audio has 10.6 thousand videos. So, it's relative.
It's getting up there.
Sufficiently viral.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to our content creator spotlight. Catalina, this is a content creator that you know.
Yes.
That I don't know.
So you had not seen this girl's videos?
I have not seen them. No.
Okay, so her name is Miranda Sanchez, and she does fashion and style content. And one of her main things is the difference between wearing versus styling. But she has a very specific videography and editing style.
Yeah, her transitions are amazing.
Yes.
I mean, her videos to edit must take hours. They're really good.
Right. So her main thing is that she shows sort of like the beginning of the outfit when she's just wearing the clothes, and then she does very staccato transitions to whatever song, and it's to the rhythm of the song, and then in the end it's like her dancing to the song. So one of the most famous video, or the one that she has pinned on her page, which I would say is a pretty famous audio, it's a Kendrick and Cumbia mashup.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. They not like us. They not like.
But she's done it a couple of times with this specific track. But then now you'll see other people are copying the video with the transitions and with the song and with her dance and everything, and some give her credit, others don't.
Interesting.
Yeah, but she's the one who originated this wearing versus styling music and fashion trend.
I thought you were sending this to me because there was a video that she did to 21 Pilots, Tear in My Heart.
The songs on the radio are okay, but my taste in music is your face.
We talked about The Dare last week, and I'm like, oh, she must be sending me an example of the Dare song. but it was just 21 Pilots.
No.
But you did send me an example of the Dare, so I do know who the Dare is, and I know their songs. But yeah, it's just confusion on my part.
No, is it Tear or Tear in My Heart of the 21 Pilots?
It's
Who's to say? You know 21
say?
Pilots is based in Columbus,
I didn't, but that's so fun.
and the lead singer is married to Debbie Ryan.
oh, who you saw at a coffee shop?
I saw both of them at a coffee shop.
Oh,
Because he
great.
had run the Columbus Half Marathon.
Wow.
Anyhow,
It all
this
comes
one
back to the Columbus Half Marathon.
this video that Miranda Sanchez does to the 21 Pilots song, she adds a new feature, which is she's like making her head bigger.
Yeah, she uses filters in a cool way too.
Yeah, so really good editing, really good conceptually. People need to give her, credit where credit's due, but it's almost reminding me when it comes to the transitions of that makeup trend that everyone was doing.
Yes. What was that song? It was to an Indian dance.
Yes, it was some sort of Bollywood
I forgot
song.
the name of it. Right. Yeah, it was a Bollywood song. It was in a Bollywood film. But yeah, similar transitions.
So I'm impressed. Good job. Cool content creator. Worth a follow.
Next on our list, you put on a video by Reen_Machine, and it's a parody about Akatar.
You know what Akatar
Now-
is, right?
I do, because I feel like most of my friends have read the series, are involved in that world. And I am not involved in it because I have not read the books or listened to the audiobooks, but it's basically fairy smut. Is that right?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like a fantasy series that is also erotic fiction.
Have you read it?
Yeah. I'm currently
okay.
on the last... There's going to be 6 books, I guess. I'm currently on the most recent one. I've gotten to a point with this book where I feel like the person in this audio. So I'm like trying to take a walk around my neighborhood and then they're just like talking about penises.
Yeah, in this video, the creator, it's POV, listening to a fairy audiobook that your friend recommended, and she's just folding clothes and reacting to this parody audio.
After an exhausting day of realizing that magic was real, my breasts ached for the Birdman. Dracanus, the man who is man but also bird and fairy. Where are you, I thought. Right here, my love, Dracanus said as he slunk into my chambers. And I'm rock hard. My wings are rock hard, that is. Now do you want to take a ride? Through air and space making love? I don't know. I've never made love to a Birdman, I said. Next thing I knew, he was inside of me and we were flying through the air, making love and making magic. That's right, magic was inside me, and so was he, orgasming through space and time. I knew that he was the love of my life, but I also knew I had to slay the dragon worm tomorrow, or my whole family would die.
I feel like my face frequently is just like, oop, oop, oop. I mean, I also think the longer the series goes on, the more just outrageous and less sort of sexy it becomes. Like, the scenes are so long, but some people live for this shit. And you know what? Sarah J. Maas is really, she's making, good for her.
She's making some money. Are they going to do movies of it?
I have seen a lot of, I think they were supposed to have a Hulu show that I'm not sure if it like got off the ground. There's just, I don't know how it would translate to film. I think that it would, I think they could, I think they should, and they probably will try.
Will. Yeah,
I
it'll
don't
be
know if
funny.
it will succeed the way that like Hunger Games did, or kind of flop the way that Divergent did. You never know with these fantasy
These fandoms,
adaptations what's gonna happen. Some of my favorite, I've seen a lot of actually like Instagram reels where people are like, my dream cast for this, and it's all just pictures of Henry Cavill.
That's great.
But the main thing that I feel about with the sex scenes and the kissing and all that in this book is that the way that they describe sex and intimacy, I just really hope that virgins listening, or people who have never been kissed even, don't try to like emulate some of the behaviors that are happening in these books.
Or they realize that it's fantasy and it's not reality. So
Right, like it's actually
Take it with a
not
grain of
sexy
salt.
to lick someone else's teeth.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that one of the scenes?
Yeah, it'll be like, and then he ran his tongue over her teeth. And I'm like, ew, could you imagine? Could
Ew,
you
no.
imagine?
I'm trying to think of like the logistics of that.
It's really, if you stop and think about it.
Where your faces are, interesting.
There's also
Okay.
erogenous zones in unexpected places.
Because they're fairies.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably not going to read it, but maybe I should. Well, I would listen to it.
I recommend listening to it. There's sound effects. Ugh. The first one is just an adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. It's kind of boring. The second one's pretty good. Anyway,
we have, last but not least, learning on TikTok, a video by Emma Jean Coco.
When you have two dipping sauces and one's thicker and one's thinner, you put it in the thicker one first, then the thinner one.
Wait, I didn't know that.
And the sauces don't mix. But if you put it in the thinner one, as you can see, one already did, and then you put it in the thicker one, the sauces mix. Now you know.
It was my fault.
So you didn't realize this, Catalina, that if you dipped in a heavier sauce first and then a lighter sauce, that it wouldn't commingle?
no, I did not know that.
Oh, I've known that from my experience eating McDonald's as a child, because I would always dip the nugget in honey and then ketchup.
And the honey doesn't
honey's
get
heavy.
in the ketchup because it doesn't mix.
Yeah, it all gloms onto the nugget. I would also then use my fingers and put them in the honey and ketchup and chase my brother around the house, and he's very scarred from that experience.
That's truly foul.
Yes, that was really a delight.
No, I didn't know this. I feel stupid, but I'm also glad that I've been educated.
Thank you, TikTok.
Thank you, TikTok, for educating me. You keep me young.
Yes, and this is a perfect way to end. What a great week it's been. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.